I respect my opponent. It's not for me to talk, it's for you to do all the talking. It's for me to like...
He's soft right here.
Just looking up at Daddy there and just seeing, you know, how big he is, and just my eyes were kind of going into his nipples and stuff, which I kind of liked. And then basically I was just like, whoa, he's big in that. And then, yeah, I can't believe how tall he is.
Focus is getting the win, following the process. That's the basics of it, is getting the win, but following the process towards that.
For the belt, is he not?
He is.
So there you go. So you got to give the man respect. If a man's won the world title and another man challenging for his belt, you got to give that man respect.
I think Anthony must win.
He calls him someone who gives up easily, and Joshua honestly feels that Jake Paul will get nervous the moment he sees his size and strength. Even though Joshua mentions going 12 rounds, he thinks Jake could quit the second he feels that power.
Just really, honestly, what I'm focused on, as I said, like from round 1 to round 12, I'm prepared for a 12-rounder. I do believe in my ability.
Conor Ben says Joshua keeps pushing and working hard even when it's not necessary. Jake Paul is up against a fighter who has won it all and hits incredibly hard. And truthfully, Ben is right. Jake Paul has never faced someone like this, and the moment Joshua comes close, all his big talk might disappear.
He's a grafter, he works hard, he ain't got to do it. He's taking on a hero of British boxing. He's the guy who's done it all, a massive puncher. You got to take your hat.
Eddie Hearn is highlighting exactly what makes everyone nervous about Joshua. You can even see the fear in Jake Paul when he looks at him. Joshua is serious, and he won't hold anything back. This is real. Jake can talk all he wants, but going up against someone like Joshua is new territory for him. Every punch has the power to turn the fight around instantly, and deep down, Jake knows it.
You could hear the gulp, you know, when he looks up. But listen, I think he knows what he's in for. It's a very dangerous night's work. And AJ will be, you know, people say, oh, will he take it easy? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Duke McKenzie is stating what's clear to everyone. Joshua is a seasoned champion with years of experience and flawless technique. Jake Paul is far from that. He may believe he can compete, but one solid hit from a true heavyweight will show him how outmatched he really is. Joshua will dominate every second in the ring, while Jake will be struggling to keep up. There's no contest between a pro and a social media fighter pretending to be tough.
I don't think Anthony Joshua would take Jake Paul lightly any way, shape or form, and it'd be so easy to hit. You're talking about a trained athlete.
Tony Bell is making it clear that this fight isn't just about money. It's about real danger. Joshua is a massive threat, and Jake Paul has never dealt with anyone like him. This isn't a joke or a show match. It's serious. Jake may act confident online, but in the ring there's no hiding. Anthony Joshua can finish it fast. Anyone watching can see Jake lacks the skill and power to handle this. Thinking he can win is pure madness.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks. We all know that phrase. We've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Wade Plemons is stating the facts plainly. Jake Paul had trouble even against an older Mike Tyson, and now he believes he can go up against Anthony Joshua. That's completely unrealistic. Joshua is stronger, faster, and far more skilled than anything Jake has ever faced. The moment Joshua connects with a clean punch, Jake will feel it. There's no comparison between a true heavyweight champion and a social media fighter trying to play in the big leagues. Jake is clearly out of his depth.
It's insane to think that Jake could get to heavyweight and knock out Anthony Joshua, or even beat him, or even compete with him. I mean, Jake struggled to hurt Mike Tyson, and let's not forget, in the first part of that fight, Jake was trying to hurt Mike Tyson. He was, and Mike was dangerous, and Jake didn't want to take any risks and get knocked out by Mike Tyson. That was 58-year-old Mike.
John Fury is showing just how unlikely Jake Paul's chances are. Anthony Joshua is a pro heavyweight who can finish a fight in seconds. Jake has never faced anyone this strong or experienced. Thinking Jake could knock out Joshua is pure fantasy. Joshua will dominate the ring from start to finish, and Jake will soon see that his trash talk and confidence don't compare to real skill, power, and ring IQ. If Joshua stays focused, the fight is basically over before it even starts.
He's got to bet £1 million on Jake Paul knocking out Joshua.
This is what I'm saying. How's that work?
He can't, can he?
Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way, you know,
You give me a headline there, by the way.
If it goes any other way, you know it fixed, don't you?
Joshua is making it clear that he's not joking or rushing into this fight. He's focused on controlling every round and showing Jake Paul what it's like to face a real heavyweight. This is about skill, work, and force. Jake may think he can hang on or pull off tricks, but Joshua's size, strength, and technique will make him feel every hit. This is a serious test, and no amount of online hype or talk can get Jake ready for what's coming in the ring.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his body up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete.
Roy Jones Jr. is explaining that Joshua stays serious and focused even when he looks calm. That calm energy is dangerous because it shows confidence and power. Jake Paul has never dealt with someone who stays this controlled and waits for the right moment to attack. Joshua isn't acting angry, he's just prepared and in full control. Once they step in the ring, Jake will understand that Joshua's calm look is a warning, and there's no way to bluff against a real champion.
Yeah, I had just going through the motion, he's serious about it, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was very calming throughout the week.
Yes.
Tony Bellew is saying this fight looks more like a circus than real boxing because Jake Paul is trying to jump in with a true heavyweight. Joshua is focused and disciplined, while Jake relies more on hype and show. Anthony knows exactly what he's doing, and he's fully ready. Jake may act confident online, but in reality he is far behind in skill, strength, and strategy. Once Joshua steps in the ring, it will be clear to Jake and everyone watching that this isn't entertainment. This is real fighting.
It's frightening for the sport. It's not that it's bad, it's frightening. But listen, this isn't boxing as a sport, this is the circus. There's 3 real icons up there.
Jake Paul is talking big, but it's all just empty words. Joshua is not easy work. He's a former world champion who has fought the very best. Jake has never stood in front of someone with real power, skill, and experience. All his trash talk will disappear the moment he gets in the ring with Joshua. He might believe he can handle it, but Joshua will show him that talking means nothing when you're facing a true heavyweight champion. Jake is about to get a harsh reality check.
Yeah, man, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this, there's the back and forth, but here's I'm being so honest, man, this guy is easy work.
Eddie Hearn is making it clear that Joshua is not someone you take lightly. Jake Paul might act confident online, but facing a real champion is a completely different reality. Joshua has been in the ring with top fighters and knows how to control every moment with power and skill. Jake has never experienced anything close to this, and every move he makes will show him how far out of his league he really is. Joshua won't need to hurry, he can take his time and break him down piece by piece while making it look easy. This is real fighting, not a show.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate. This ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to. So we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Joshua is completely focused and disciplined. He isn't chasing hype or unnecessary attention. He's training hard and keeping all his energy on the fight. Jake Paul is used to talking online and creating drama, but Joshua is quietly preparing to dominate. Staying under the radar allows him to surprise Jake with skill and power he has never experienced. Joshua's experience and mental strength make him extremely hard to beat. Jake will soon realize that confidence and trash talk mean nothing against a true heavyweight champion with years of preparation.
I'm not here to announce myself to the public. I've got to come in under the radar, do the promotional agreements that I've signed up to do, nothing more, nothing less, and get the job done.
Eddie Hearn is highlighting Joshua's full focus and determination. In the face-off, it's obvious Joshua isn't here to play games. Jake Paul might joke and smile, but Joshua's goal is to finish the fight quickly and professionally. This isn't about hype or media attention. It's about showing dominance. December 19th will be a reality check for Jake. Joshua has trained to be strong, fast, and precise, and every move will remind Jake that facing a real heavyweight champion is a totally different challenge than anything he's ever faced.
You in a spot of bother, and I'm looking at AJ in the face-off, and I'm seeing a guy who ain't messing around, and he won't mess around on December 19th. He will go out there with bad intentions, and he will end this fight nice and early, and we'll have a great Christmas, and then we'll move on, and normal service will be resumed in 2026, which is to try and get that shot at a world title.
Joshua is showing the heart of a true champion. He's faced setbacks and always come back stronger. Each challenge has sharpened his focus and skills. Jake Paul has never faced real adversity in the ring and can't match this level of discipline or drive. Joshua's experience, training, and mental strength make him very hard to beat. On December 19th, Jake will realize that size, skill, and heart cannot be faked. Joshua is ready for anything and will make every second in the ring count against someone clearly out of his depth.
Because Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock the F out.
The fight on December 19th is not just another event. It's a real test of skill, heart, and power. Anthony Joshua has spent years facing the best and overcoming every challenge. Jake Paul has never faced this kind of intensity. Joshua is bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter, and every round will show Jake how out of his depth he really is. While Jake talks online and builds hype, the reality in the ring will be harsh. Joshua's focus and discipline mean he will control the fight and punish every mistake. This is the chance to see a true heavyweight champion in action. If Joshua wins, it will prove that skill and experience always beat hype. If Jake somehow pulls off a shock, it would be complete madness. Right now the advantage is obvious. Who do you think will dominate on December 19th? Share your thoughts in the comments.